So this is Pearl, everybody. Persian Chinchilla. She's tiny. She's a tiny little girl, aren't you, Pearl? So she's come to us today. Really, what we usually do is like a line clip with her. But she's not too bad today. So Mum and Dad have been trying to keep on top of her as best they can. They've got all the brushes and that, and they do the best with her. She can be a little temperamental when they go near her belly. Hence, underneath she is quite matted, and I've just felt her chest. She's got it's a big solid pelt on her chest. So she's going to have all underneath shaved. She's got a couple of big ones here and here, but the rest of her coat is actually good. So I'm not going to take the coat off. I'm literally going to take these couple of clumps out here with the clippers, and then it'll be a case of a full belly clip all around the bum. She's got some little ones here. Some of the little ones we probably get out with the comb, but then as we go under the neck, it's where she is drinking and eating. Of course, it gets wet, it gets matted, and it's got quite bad under the chin there, so that whole lot will come off. She's very quiet for me today, aren't you? She's a little bit different to what she is when we go visiting her. And so we'll see how she is behaviour-wise as well, because she could be a little bit naughty sometimes when we go on the belly, as most cats can. But she's very quiet. Dad's had the old cat relaxing music on the way in the car to us. So she's quite chilled at the moment. Or in shock. It's one or the other. Right, we're going to get started, Pearl, aren't we? So I mentioned about taking the clumps away from Pearl. So we've had to shave this. There was quite a big pelt there. So that's been taken away, the clippers. But because she's got such a lovely long coat, you don't actually see it when it's combed over. So then we continue with the groom then. So up from the bottom, part the hair, get a little part line, and in with the comb. And you literally, so get a little part line there, and in with the comb and through. And it's with the molten comb. And then what we do a little bit of spray as a groom. And the spray I'm using on her is a tea tree conditioning spray. You don't need to use it, you know, every time on your cats, just because a groomer, I use it. Or we have an oatmeal one, which is like a detangling conditioner as well. So you're literally coming up and up and up. Little bit of hair, little bit of hair. And you're holding the skin with this hand, and you're going in at the root with the grooming, with the combing hand. And that's how you get right into the root. And you work up towards the spine, and just do a section at a time. And then what we'll do, we're doing a little spray into there, and we go again. And when we're happy with that there's no lugs in there, that's a nice piece of coat there, all clear, got some debris away. We go on to the next little section. We do it a section at a time. So we'll go to here now, and we'll go again. Part the hair, in with the spray, and in with the comb. When you're happy there's nothing there, next little layer up. Tiny little layers, that's all you do, because you've got to think, if it was you having your hair brushed with a comb, you wouldn't want someone to come along and just throw the comb in the back of your head and just start tearing at your head if you've got tangles. So you do a little bit at a time. And that way you can find if there's any little tangles, tease them out. And a little bit of spray. And this is just dead hair coming away from her here. This is why it takes a while to groom a cat fully, because you have to go in sections and little bits and little bits. She's pretty clear all there, aren't you, Pearly? Right, next little bit. Now I know she's got mats under here, I can feel them. So, and they're going to be shaved away with the belly clip, so I'm not going to go too low. And we'll go into the next section. And Pearl is being the absolute star pussycat this morning for me. She's so well behaved.
Very quiet.
She's very, very quiet.
The belly yet?
We haven't attempted on the tummy yet, I know. That's her difficult bit, isn't it, Pearl, eh, tummies? And we'll see how we go with that. So all we're doing here now is sort of like a thinning out, really. Doing it this way. You can see what's coming off her. There we go. And then to the back. Now I know she's got mats down there and there, so we'll just start a little bit higher up. Because again, they're going to be clipped out with when we do the clip on it. So I've got Pearl lying on the table. She's lovely. I've put a collar on her just while I'm clipping up here, not because she's being naughty, more precautionary for me. And I can just keep her head out the way of the clippers. This is a very, very tight pelt. I've took quite a while to get to this stage. As you can see, the skin is still trapped in there. So I'm just on the very, very ends of getting this out. This will be a huge relief for her. Good girly, Pearl. Good girl. It does help when you've got a cat that's staying nice and still for you. Isn't it, Pearl? I know, baby girl. Come on, stretch for me. Stretch for me. Good girl. Good girl. Just having to try and get to this from different angles. So you can see how the skin is trapped within the pelt there. This is why it's difficult. That's her skin there, so we don't want any accidents. We have to keep the skin quite taut and get underneath the mat slowly and slowly. Oh, that's a difficult one to do, missus, isn't it, hey? Oh, it's so tight, baby. Doesn't want to come off, this one. Nearly there, nearly there. Oh dear, might have to roly-poly. Might just have to roly-poly you over, just to get it released from the top. Do from the other side, let me just say. Good girl. What a good girl. Hey? Should we do a little roly-poly, go the other side? Good girlie. Let's just see what we can do on this side. And over we go. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Spread you out. Oh, good girl. Now you can see how tight this is on her. Been a solid clump right down her chest. That's where we need to get to, madam. Up at the top of there. Ooh. Isn't it, hey? All right, Bubba. That's a better position. Good girlie. Little bit, that's all we have to do. Oh, let's spread you out a bit, madam. Let's try and get this off. Let's spread out again. Let me see. And we're just torting the skin a little bit to get to. I know you can't see much on the camera, but we're nearly there, madam. Nearly there. Look at that. So you just got, can you see that pink skin there? Just going to get that last little bit away from there. You've been ever such a good girlie. Okay. So I've just got this off Pearl. So that was the real pelt. I'd say that's a pelt. Solid, absolutely solid on her chest. So I managed to get that off. There's no way you'd get a comb through that. It's, can't even pull it apart. Solid, solid, solid. So that would have been giving her a bit of stress. And we've just clipped a couple. She's got some round the back of her head. So she just had a couple taken off the back of here. So I'm now just finishing off. All the clipping's done. All the mats are away. And I'm literally just going to finish off now with an all over groom. Just check, final check, we've got everything. And then she'll be all finished. And then you can smile to camera, can't you? Hey? So Pearl's all done. All the pelts are away from underneath. All the little mats away from round her ears. She feels beautiful. Her coat's lovely and soft. And do you know what? She's been the best behaved she's ever been here today. Very, very placid. Haven't you, babes? No noise, no sounds, no scratches, no bites. She's been really, really good, haven't you? Oh, I'm just giving her a little finish off with the zoom, and then she can go back in her basket. You're gorgeous, aren't you, babes? You show everyone your lovely face. Hey, can we see your lovely face? Look at that. Let's see. You're a good girlie, aren't you? Have a tickle? Tickle under that chin? Oh, is that nice now? We can scratch under there. Oh, does that feel better? That nasty mat's gone. Oh, it has. Good girlie.